Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I know, right? He's doing a podcast early in the morning? Well, let me back up. Because I was already 2 minutes into recording a podcast talking about it being morning time. Hold on. The music needs to be turned down because I haven't had my cup of coffee yet. I.e., also why I didn't record the first 2 minutes because I didn't have my freaking coffee yet. Coffee first, then hit the record button, apparently. Also, while I'm eating, again, another flubub. While I'm doing this podcast, I will be enjoying a delicious cop food donut. My God, I am unprepared for you bitches. Yummy, yummy donuts. Coffee and donuts. Who knew? It was better the first time I said it, had I recorded it when I said it. Anyways, week 16 is behind us. Let us recap the week. If you'll remember last week, because I can't remember to turn the button on to start recording, or 20 minutes, last week I dubbed Rally Monkeys versus Trippin' Billies the game of the week, but I also had a little sidebar and said we had a lover's quarrel on our hands. Robbie and Nicole were facing off. We'll recap that just in a moment. Take a break. All right, we're back. Rally Monkeys and Trippin' Billies. That was a good matchup, gentlemen. I appreciated watching it. And then Sunday happened, and I was worried. Because you guys know my infinity of hatred toward Rally Monkeys team. Every year, it seems like there's always a new, fun reason to fucking hate his team. And here's just a great reason. You have bullshit players on your bullshit team doing really cool shit. And I hate it. I'm tired of it, Walker. But guess what? In order to beat you, you gotta beat you. And Trippin' Billies beat you. 5-4. But again, Sunday happened. I believe walking into that matchup, you were losing, what was it, like 6-3? And of course, then Sunday happened. Home runs, RBIs, your team just goes off. 5 home runs. 5 home runs. You hadn't had 5 home runs all week long. Or only 5. Then Sunday happened for your cracker ass, and you get 5 more. It's like, here's a beautiful gift wrap basket on Sunday for Walker, and we get to see all your numbers and ratios just blossom in front of our eyes. You still didn't win any other batting stats with that shit, but still, you did get, whatever. I don't care. Tired of talking about you. But good on you, Shane. Way to spank that ass. I just got an ESPN alert about Shane spanking that ass. Anyway, so good job, Shane. 5-4 helps you out a little bit. We'll get into that later. But in the lovers' quarrel, woo-wee. Robbie does not like Sundays with his lady friend. Let me tell you why. Because he was getting a little love tap, little bit going on. And then Sunday happened for him, which is by far the worst day of the freaking fantasy week for about half of us. And then the other half of us, we're sitting in a corner crying, wondering, what did we do to get here? Well, Robbie, what did you do to get here? Because you must have pissed somebody off because she spanked that booty on Sunday. Sunday, Nicole's team decided, you know what? We're going to put up some good pitching numbers because you didn't put up any good batting numbers. And took all the ratios and took whip really, really close. I think you dropped down the ERA. Then you took the strikeouts because you had Matt Boyd, who just loves to throw 10K games. Kyle Gibson, yay, good on you. Anyways, and I think she got 1 win, and that took the wins back from Robbie. So either way, good on you, Nicole. Way to spank that booty. Now, Robbie, you know how it feels. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Maybe you like that sort of stuff. Not sure. We had a few oops of the week. Now I went back and I tried looking up a few other oops were mentioned in the chat, and I was like, I hadn't had my cup of coffee yet. So I didn't pay much mention to that. All I remember is while I was going through my day on Tuesday, I was like, oh, this will be good to call it Oops Day instead of Tuesday. Because on Oops Day, poor Jordan, he just, I don't know what his problem is, but, he goes out there, he doesn't have a second base for like 4 games, helps out old Eric get a 10-0 because he doesn't have like 9 players. He picks up Robinson Cano after drop by Eric, and then Robinson Cano has a career day on his bench. Sorry, we didn't get to collect those stats for you. Not that they would have helped that much, but they sure would have put a little upside down face on Jason. But instead, they put an upside down face on you. 3 runs, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. Robinson Cano started the beautiful little 3 home run a day little trend that was going on last week. Jesus. I think there was, 4 players that did that? Robinson Cano, Nelson Cruz, Mookie Betts, and Paul DeYoung. Yay. And Shane, on Oops Day, you left D.D. Gregorius. He batted 1,000, was driven in by 2 runs, 1 home run, and 7 ribbies. That's okay, because you took ribbies by a large margin in your matchup. But still, when you leave those stats on your bench, you're getting oopsed. Oops-a-daisy to you two gentlemen. Now, if you guys have more to add, I don't care. So we went over the games of the week. We went over oops. Guys, I have a really important... We need a moment of silence right now, real quick. Okay? Everybody join in. Let's join in. Moment of silence. Fuck that moment of silence, Eric. I'm not going to sit there and have you be like, oh, I didn't get 10-0 for the 3rd time of this season. Thank you, Ray, for taking RBI so we didn't have to hear that bitch. Oh, wait a minute. We did have to hear him bitch because he didn't get 10-0. You know what? Just for a moment, could you think about the rest of us down here? Huh? You sitting on your high horse, called your porcelain throne, you bitch while you're looking and making little notions and little stat graphs and shit about what ratios were this and I had this and I could have won 10-0. Nobody gives a fuck. Whew. Coffee's kicking in. My God. You spanked her ass. I ain't done it in a week. Stop doing that shit. Jerk. I didn't get 10-0. If you have a... You know what? Awesome. Prop right here. Got an issue? Here's a tissue, bitch. Can y'all see that? Tissue? It's probably flared up because there's a white box. Who puts tissues in a white box? They're white. Now I'm going to be reaching for the box. It's not white. It's tan. Never mind. Moving on. However, I will give you mad props, Eric. This is my mad props bid. Good job on all those home runs last week. You're welcome. Nelson Cruz gave you 7 of them, you big hairy cocksucker. But mad props to you, sir. 18 home runs in 1 week. Son of a bitch. I won't talk about Aunt Terry like that. Jerk. And then a little recap for my week. Sean, good job. I love seeing all the beautiful stats. I don't even remember what you did the week before with your brother, but I don't think I remember you putting up 12 home runs in that week. Just like I don't remember Reader putting up 22 home runs all fucking season or a combination of 3 weeks in a row. He couldn't get that. Man, this coffee's kicking in. Blood pressure's rising. I'm telling you what. Jeez. Let me see here. Let me see. I just have to go back and see what you did with your big bad brother sitting up there in week 15 to see if you even could muster up together 12 home runs or even double-digit home runs. Nope, you got that ass beat 10-0, and let's see what you did. Oh, you put together 11. My apologies, you did get double digits. But while I am sitting over here mulling over my pity, I love watching Miguel Sano and Andrew Benintendi, both which were on my team. I dropped Sano, traded away, and after a series of here, you take Andrew Benintendi, you have him, and the motherfucker just goes off. This is awesome. This is a fun world I live in. No, I don't. FML, right? Moving on. Here are our top 6 leaders. They just did a little shuffle. That's all they did at the top. But bottom 7 are down. Excuse me. I apologize. I don't know where that came from. Ooh, not sure what end that came out of. But anyways, they just did a little shuffle up at the top. That's all they did. They're just making fun of us 7 down here at the bottom. It's okay, bitches. We don't care. We do. Swinging and missing. Rally Monkeys. Red Sox Nation. Trippin' Billies. Captain Redbeard falls to 5th. All Rise still holding on to 6. 2 games separate me from that ass. All Rise. And wait a minute. I mean, like figuratively, 2 games separates us two from being in the top 6. Not your ass. You know, because I'm sure in some other country, games is like a length of distance. And we are not that close to one another's asses. All right. Nicole, you got a fight ahead of you. Because I'm looking at it. You're about the closest one that can make this run. And I've been propping you up all season. But you are 11. Is it 11? Or is my math? No, you're 13 games back. I would say there's plenty of time. But it's slimming down. All right, week 22 is when we call it a wrap on this season. Then we break into the, what do you call it, postseason. It is post, right? Yeah, preseason. Yeah, Eric's the preseason champ, right? So, Nicole, 13 games, you know? It's a big deal. And that's why I break into my next segment called It's a Big Deal. No, it's called Game of the Weeks. Here we go. Week 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, look, you can add. Yeah. And you can add me to the parking lot later. That messed the lineup. That's not the fucking line. I knew that before I said it, just so we're clear. And if you're thinking about what is he talking about, it's called Happy Gilmore. Shut the fuck up. Game of the week. Here we go. There's a playoff game potential on the games of the week. Blah, blah, blah. My playoffs. D's Nuts versus Rally Monkeys. Here we go. I don't think he's strung together this season 2 losses. I need to make that happen. This team needs to put themselves in position to beat this guy down. I got to get back in the playoffs. My whole season will be ruined if I'm not there. Moving on. Swinging and missing versus Red Sox Nation. 2 top 6 teams beating it out here. And there's big implications on this one because Red Sox Nation is only 1 game behind that bye-week second-place position. That's right. You get first, you're either first or you're second, and you get a bye week. The other 4, y'all got to duke it out in week 1. You're either first or you're last. Thank you, Ray. Captain Redbeard versus Hairy Pair of Testicles. A big hairy pair of testicles is coming off of a win. Captain Redbeard's coming off of a loss. Ratios matter here because Captain Redbeard, you're only 19 games back from first. I'm 22 and a half games back from first. If you lose big this week, we might have some problems for you. So, yeah. Woo! I've already pointed out 1 game separates, 2, blah, 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 blah. All right, top 3 batters for the season. Sounds like a broken record. Christian Yelich, Mike Trout, Cody Bellinger. Top 3 pitchers for the season. Justin Verlander, Hyun-Jin Ryu, and Garrett Cole. Pitchers for the past 7 days. Steven Strasburg, 2 wins, 17 strikeouts, .69 on the, let me hear it, .54 on the whip. Ivan Nova. Thought he converted to Buddhism or something. 2 wins, 19 strikeouts, .60 on the .47 on the whip. And Garrett Cole, 2 wins, 18 strikeouts, 1.29 on the and .7 on the whip. Your top 3 batters for the past 7 days. Made mention of him. Let's give him a hand. He picked him up off the waiver wires. Yippee-yi-yay, motherfucker. Who cares? Looking at you, Eric. Nelson Cruz, 10 runs, 7 home runs, 13 RBIs. It's pretty sad. He got 7 home runs, and all that he could muster together was 13 RBIs. Twins, get on base more, dummy. And .485 on the OBP. No, different. It's batting stat. Dang it. Gotta teach him. It's on the OBP, on base percentage. Goldie. Goldie. You can come back to my team anytime. Wait a minute. I didn't have him this year, but he's always been. Yeah, you know what I mean, Shane. 9 runs, 6 home runs, 13 RBIs, and .387 on the OBP. OBP. I gotta find some creative way to say that. The UBUP.
Okay.
I don't know. UBUP. But anyways. And Jose Ramirez. Stay hot, Jose. 7 runs, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases. You gotta love stolen bases. I like stolen bases. They're a dying breed. So I made mention, I think, in my last unrecorded podcast, so really just made mention in my life, and you guys didn't hear it. This song's been playing in my head for the past, 6 hours, and I was asleep for 4 of those in my head, and I wanted to outro with this. If you don't know who it is, it's a day to remember called Rescue Me, featuring DJ Marshmello, or the other way around, DJ Marshmello's featuring them. Let this blaze through your speaker real quick. It's not loud enough. After you had your coffee, you can turn shit up. When I found you, I found me. Nothing around far as I could see. You were the current that carried me. When I found you, I found me. Lost in the sand, only you can breathe. Now that's all I tell you, rescue me. Please, gods of baseball, rescue me. I don't want to stay in 7th. Peace, bitches. Have a good week.